the lovely Mr. and Mrs. Butler, Doreen and Mark. Step into the light.
Hello, everyone. Morning.
Right, lovely.
Step into the light.
Am I coming through clearly to you two, by the way? Can you hear me clearly?
You are now.
Yeah, thanks, Doreen. Right, so Mr. and Mrs. Butler, first and foremost, what a wonderful couple. It's been amazing having you both on. Obviously, Mark, you've done this before, so I'm actually going to start with your better half this time. Doreen, we got to know you a little bit, like I said, you were sort of the fluttering energy in the background of the last time Mark did the fast. So it's so good to have you on. And I know you had a lot on in your life, just like, and this is really important. The reason I'm starting here is often we do get busy in our lives and we do get to stages in our lives where things are happening naturally around us that can be quite straining mentally, draining even mentally on us, especially when it's with people that we love. And you had all that to contend with. Obviously, you had your own reasons for joining the fast for you personally as well. What would you say, why did you choose to join this fast?
Well, I didn't give it a lot of thought because Mark asked me fairly near to the date. And I really thought, are you serious? You're asking me to do this as well as everything else I have to do? And then I thought, no, this is my husband asking me to do something for us. You know, I had to take some time to think about what he was actually asking me to do. It wasn't just for me to be with him. It was for us to start on a new life together. We've been together years and we've had different routines and lives, and we just pulled together ups and downs. And I went away and I drove into somewhere and I thought, my family, my mum and dad, our son, they always come first at the moment because there's serious issues going on. And then I thought, no, he's my husband. He's the one I love and who's there for me. So yeah, it's not even a question, is it? Just do it. Just do it. And so I wasn't, normally with me, if there's something coming up, I'll plan it, I'll look at it, I'll research it. And I didn't do any of that. And that was a start before it even started. So that was amazing. But yeah, the first few days I thought, what the heck? No, I thought, what the fuck am I doing to myself? I really was scared because of my the side effects, you know, but I think that was all emotion. That was all emotion and fear, and yeah, I do feel fantastic. A bit emotional actually talking about it. I think because I am resilient. I know I am. I know that. But a bit like Jodie, the last however many years, I have forgotten who I am because I'm trying to build everybody else up. My parents, really, because of their health. And you do lose yourself. And I, like Lozzie, Lawrence, Lozzie, I was the same. I am still the same until I get a lot fitter and healthier. I do have body issues because I was what I was, and I'm not what I was now, if that makes sense. And yeah, so there's a lot of talk in the brain, but during this fast I felt free of all that crap. Even this morning I didn't really want to eat. I felt like I wanted to continue fasting, which is weird, really weird, but because I like that feeling. But that feeling made me think, well, no, you have to work out a system that will give you as much of this feeling as possible going on daily, because you can't keep relying on fasts. So amazingly positive, and this feels like a real good start to something new for me and for Mark and the two of us. And we're talking about how we're going to eat, and really it makes sense for us to have done it together because I know how he feels and vice versa. So yeah, it's still a bit of a battle. Like this morning I was like, oh, shall I eat the rest of that egg? Because I was full. I thought, no, this is where it starts. You either don't eat it from now or you make a pig of yourself. So I made a pig of myself.
Keep it real, girl. Keep it real. Yes, I switched my camera off and I licked the plate. I don't give a fuck. I licked the plate this morning. I did. I licked the plate and a bit of bacon fat got stuck in me, right on my lip. So I just took it in. It just went in. It made an horrible noise. My daughter looked at me and just said, "Dad, what the fuck is wrong with you?" It was her bit of bacon. I wouldn't mind. It was her half-chewed bit of fat. Brilliant. So now that you took the plunge, you're sitting here now, 11 days later. How do you feel?
Clear. The first meditation, I think it was one of the first breathing. Oh, you said stop thinking about what you don't have, think about what you do have. And instantly it went to Mark and Tuan, my son, and I was just welling up. And that's what has been lovely this week. I just feel clearer about who my real priorities are. You know, I'm not a child anymore. My parents aren't my children. And a bit like you, Jay, I've had issues of abuse in the past. Growing up, I've had so much to deal with like that. And it's trauma that doesn't go. It's always there. And like you said, you're always working on it because it doesn't leave you. It's who you are. But I do feel clearer about starting to make a difference in terms of what I want today, not what's best for my parents or somebody else. And that's empowering. It's really good. I feel clear and light and free to a point, which is amazing. A great feeling. Yeah, that's how I feel. Happy, obviously, at that.
Good.
Yeah.
Happy.
Sunshine.
So lastly, before I go over to Mark, then why would you recommend people join the next one in May?
Well, firstly, because of how you feel at the end and during, and how it makes you I'm crying. How it makes you feel. I forgot. I suffer with fibromyalgia, so I do have pains in different places, and which are always, what's the word? Bigger. Bigger. What's the word? Anyway, when I've had stress or emotion or everything just feels sore. And this week, the last 5 days, my neck, my glands that aren't sore, I can touch myself, my hands, parts of my body is still sore, but that's a great reason to do the fast. But to have somebody like yourself, like leading the way with humour, with love, and with kindness, and the group as well. Without the group, we still think, even doing it together, without the group, it's still hard. So it's nice to bounce ideas, or say, like a couple of times people have asked, how are you feeling about, are you feeling this, are you feeling that? And so yeah, recommend it wholeheartedly. It's a winner.
Brilliant.
No sell, like Arjun said, no sell.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Doreen.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you. Really.
You're welcome.
Brilliant.
You're welcome. So moving over to Mark. Mark, what has it been doing it? What has it been like doing it this time with your wife?
100 times easier, definitely. The first time I did it was back in May last year. Yeah. And that was really tough, doing it on your own in a family environment where they're trying to carry on as normal, eating normal times, and that was hard. That was a struggle. So that was part of the reason why I wanted Doreen to do it with me this time. But another point was, because I knew what I'd been through the first time, I thought Doreen would really benefit from doing it as well. I thought it'd be really good for her. But like she said, at the time, 10 days ago, it probably wasn't the best time to start for her. But when is the best time to start? And since the first one that I did last year, I've also done the odd 2 and 3 day water fast myself, which have been really good. I did one before my holiday to make me feel better about myself, and I carry on doing the breathing. Even on the operating table a few months ago, doing the breathing really helped me when I was just feeling really uncomfortable because I was awake for it. So just the things that you've taught me over the last year really helped in those situations, and they're things I've continued throughout the year. So doing it again this year was like, I needed another reset. I thought it was more about doing it for my weight again, although I've lost 9 kilos.
Nice.
After 2 or 3 days, it didn't become anything about the weight anymore. It was more the mental getting back to, oh yeah, this is how I was feeling before. I was feeling clearer before. So yeah, it's been but doing the 2 and 3 day fast myself at home on my own was probably harder than doing the 10-day fast with everybody in the group. It's so much easier in a group, just so you keep going. You've got people there backing you up, saying, oh yeah, it's okay to feel like that. We're going to get through it. It's just another day. And yeah, it's great to have that community support. And without everybody, it wouldn't be possible, definitely. With obviously you at the helm, just keeping it fun and jovial. Yeah, brilliant. Really enjoyed it.
Brilliant. Well, I'm glad you both experienced this. And Doreen, you touched on this, and I think this is really important, because I often, obviously throughout this course, there's the element of coaching, and a lot of the times I'll be talking, I am repeating myself around the same things, around patterns, because this is the thing. We live on patterns, and we build patterns into every role and every relationship. And what you'll find, and what it was touched on, was the way you articulated, Doreen, is we've been together for a long time. This was something new we done together. It was a new experience, which was all about health as well. It was a difficult choice. It was a difficult journey that you both chose to go on, and you went through it together. And it's a new pattern within your relationship. It's something that you can now say, we did that together at this stage of our marriage. And why did you do it? Well, we did it for individual reasons. However, as a collective, it brought us together closer. It made us stronger. So why would you recommend couples do this fast? The next one in May.
Just having the support of each other really helps. You got your partner there who you know, and you know how they feel, so you can pick them up when you see them struggling a bit, and vice versa. Yeah, I think. And not watching the other eat helps.
yeah.
But yeah, mostly for support, and just because you know each other. Yeah. I mean, as much as we know everybody else, you don't know your partner. You know your partner much more than you do anybody else, because you've been living with them. So you know how they're feeling. So it's definitely a support, I think, for me.
I don't know why you do it as a couple. Yeah, same thing, really. I suppose. Because of that, it does. I think it does bring you closer together. I think you're both. Well, it feels like we're both on the same level.
Yeah.
We're at the same level again. It's like we've just met, all gushy, like that, but like a new start together. And if 2 people are giving out good energies and happiness and positivity, then that can only help more people rather than one person. Don't know.
Yeah, and going forward, last year when I did it, I wanted to change things with the way I was eating and meal times.
Anyway, yeah.
And it was so hard to do on your own, because your partner doesn't really know why you're thinking that way. But now we've already started talking about how we're going to go forward. We're going to, make sure we have smaller meals, healthier meals. I'm planning to give up breakfast and not having anything until lunchtime.
Different way of living. I'm trying to follow good healthy eating because of the menopause and hormones and the way I think maybe it depends on your ages as well, and children. If you've got certain age children, as a couple, it can be harder maybe, but we didn't find it harder because I suppose we've got a routine anyway. We, like I said, we've been together a long time, so we can work around anything. But that's a positive, isn't it? In that, providing you're able to talk, I suppose, as a couple to start with, and you just get on as well, it's your best mate, really. And if you can work around anything, if you can do this fast, then I think it will give you a good base to get through anything together, because you're both starving. And it's how you deal with it every day, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, because we both ended up just thinking about ourselves.
Yeah.
Which we probably were doing when we first met.
Yeah.
We didn't have a partner to be thinking about, or children then. So it sort of brought us to ground zero to start again, thinking the same way.
Yeah.
Doing the best for ourselves and then each other as well.
Brilliant.
Because we're a couple.
Well, thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure, like I said, having you both on here. So well done, Mr. and Mrs. Butler.